Hello friends, welcome back to this channel. This is the second video in your unit number 1, and here we are learning the difference between nil rated, exempt, zero rated and non-GST supplies. In this chapter we are only trying to learn the difference between zero rated and exempt. Zero rated, as we know, there are only two things: export and supplies made to SEZ or SEZ developers. And exempt includes those three things: nil rated, zero rated and completely exempt goods as notified by the government. Supplies that are taxable but do not attract GST and ITC cannot be claimed. You cannot claim ITC on exempted supplies, but here in the zero rated you are getting the ITC, right? So before explaining you all these things, let me show you this video: difference between nil rated, zero rated, exempt, non-GST supplies from my channel. Please go through this video and you will get the full idea. It is almost 7 minutes 38-second video, and you will get complete idea of what is this nil rated, exempted, zero rated and non-GST. All these differences you will understand, right? So I will skip explaining the same things again. Now, according to your syllabus, there is this part: lower rate of tax for essential supplies. Government truly cares for poor people and daily wages, as they cannot afford to pay higher money for existing goods and services required for basic living. See, I am an educator, I am a teacher, and I will always support the government. I will always support the Constitution of India. And in Constitution they have clearly written that basic living, government will work only for the basic living. And this word, this term, you will find almost everywhere and in almost every act, because government only is focused on basic living of the people, and it is left to the people to work hard for the betterment. And government will give you necessary infrastructure, necessary education, necessary skills, necessary all those factors of production, so that you can earn better and live better. If you want to live a luxury life, you can live. That freedom is given to you. But government, uh, if you look at the approach of government, that will focus on giving you basic infrastructure, basic living, right? So government truly cares for poor class people and daily wagers. How about rich class people or middle class people? They will work and they will earn their own living, right? So these essential supplies are taxed at 0% or as less as 5% of total sales value. Whatever is your sales value or MRP on that, not MRP, sales cost, or let us say sales price, which includes profit, on that we are charging the taxes. And that tax can be 0%, no tax at all, or only 5%. For 100 rupees you are paying 5 rupees as tax, that is 5%. So such rates ensure that people pay less and pay less or no tax on essential goods, right? So list of essential goods and services are given here, which is identified by Indian government. Okay, only those things I have added here. And this is also a part of your syllabus, GST structure rates. This question was asked for 15 marks previously. What you will have to write is what you will have to do is that write 0% rate. Do not call this as zero rated. Zero rated is different. 0% nil rate GST. Right, goods and services 5%, goods and services, that way. So okay, fine, this is the goods over here, I will write it later. So goods 0% rate. Consider milk. All these are, see, all these goods are essential for basic living. You will not find any such thing which is required for lavish living. Milk, unbranded atta, unbranded maida, jaggery, eggs, kajal, curd, lassi, child drawing and coloring book, unpacked food grains, unpacked paneer, besan, prasad which you get in the temples. See, temples are kept out of the it is not charge GST because we consider temple as charitable trust, and therefore no GST is applicable over there for any kind of services, and therefore prasad is also, see, we cannot say it is exempted. For prasad it is nil rate of tax. So if you want to prepare prasad and if you are purchasing some raw materials to prepare the prasad, whatever you have uh, paid taxes while purchasing raw materials, all that money, all that tax money will be credited back to you because it is nil rated tax. ITC is available for this. See, prasad, you will not find these things in any book, but it is your logic, it is your understanding analytics that will help you understand this. Okay, unblended natural honey, fresh vegetable sabzi, right? Salt, brooms of natural raw material. But if you purchase branded brooms which are now available, plastic brooms like gala, they are charged at 12%. Okay, but natural raw material, if you are purchasing brooms of natural raw material, then obviously it comes under the zero rate or nil rate GST. These are the goods. And then services, education services, healthcare services, sanitary services by municipality, etc. See, one thing you will observe here, that we are using the word called etc. It means this list is not exhaustive. This is a very big list of goods. There is a big list of services as well in all those structure rates, but I have considered very few so that you will get an idea. All this the full list you will get in the official website. I have given it here, I will show you later. Okay, so services, these education services are basic need, it is a need of the citizen. Healthcare services need, sanitary services need. So government, Indian government has identified these things, right? And then come to 5% rate, edible oil, sugar, tea, spices, coffee, packed paneer, coal, resin, domestic LPG. Domestic LPG, on this you are only paying 5% tax rate. Okay. Then roasted coffee beans, PDS kerosene, skimmed milk powder, all these things. Please you pause this video and read it all. These come under 5% goods, 5% rate. And then services, railway transportation, passenger and transportation of goods in a vessel from outside India. Vessel means through sea route, right? Or even for air route. Renting a motor cab without fuel cost. Okay, and then transport services in AC, contract stage or radio taxi, transport by air which is already scheduled, or air travel for the purpose of pilgrimage via chartered flights, 5% rate. You will have to pay taxes even if it is for pilgrimage. Okay, Indian government, what it does is that it gives sometimes, earlier it used to give money, I don't know if even till today it gives money for pilgrimage for the people. But for pilgrimage Indians used to go to holy places like Makkah, Medina, like Jerusalem, like Varanasi, or Char Dham Yatra, whatever. So if it was arranged to through charter flights, then obviously 5% rate was applicable, is applicable. Tour operator services, leasing of aircraft, print media ad space. Print media ad space means in your newspaper or in magazines, print media. Right? Okay, for that ad space, whatever services those news magazine agencies give, for that purpose, 5% tax is applicable. Work of printing of newspapers. Newspapers are freely, they carry 0% rate of tax. Newspapers, they carry nil rate of tax. But printing, printing work, that is service, right? That is service, and therefore 5% rate is applicable. And then 12% rate, many things you will find over here. Computers, processed food items, pizza, burger. Pizza, burger comes under 18%, but processed food items means which you find usually in restaurants. registered, normally registered restaurants, there is okay. And then butter, ghee, almonds, other things you just read. Services, I will read this. Renting of accommodation for more than rupees 1000 but less than 2500 per day. So if you are giving any renting for accommodation, like in the hotels, if you are charging 1500 for some person, then 12% GST is applicable, but that price should be less than 2500 per day. Okay, but if you are charging more than 2500, let us say 3000 per day, then 18% tax is applicable. Okay, this is how you will have to understand. So movie tickets less than or equal to rupees 100, 12% tax rate. So more than 100, if you go to multiplexes like Inox, like PVR, like big cinemas, there you will end up paying 18% tax rate because the price is more than 100, right? But if you go to single screen and small theaters where price is less than 100, there you will end up paying 12% tax rate, movie tickets. And then 18%, see, almost every electronic item comes here. Whatever you see to your eyes, almost all those goods come here. All those services which you think is applicable over here. But this point, renting for accommodation for more than 2500 and less than 5000 per day. So in previous example I gave you 3000. If you are charged at any hotel 3000, then you will end up paying 18%. But if you are ready to pay more than 5000 for one day, then you are not a middle class person, you are a super rich class person, and therefore you will be charged at 28%, because you are going to such a hotel which is very luxurious, right? So movie tickets which exceeds 100, this is what we have been discussing. Then 28%, 28% is the highest tax slab in GST. Okay, 28%. Goods, small cars, all the cars, okay, that you see. Okay, small cars, consumer durables like ACs and refrigerators, 28% tax rate. Yes, because this is AC and refrigerators, they are not such goods which are used by poor people. They are either used by middle class or even upper class people. Luxury cars like BMWs, like Mercedes, all those come under 28% rate, plus because BMWs are imported, they will also be charged with the surcharges and cesses. Then cigarettes and aerated drinks like your Pepsi, like your Coca-Cola products, BDs are not included here. Okay, because that is tobacco product, and the tobacco product is kept out of GST. It comes under the Excise Act of respective states. High-end motorcycles, plus 15% cess is applicable. See, plus 15% cess for aerated drinks. Plus 15% means 28%, and 15% of this 28. Okay, do not calculate this 28 plus 15, that is the tax rate. No, 28 plus this 15% of this. Right? So services, entertainment services such as amusement facility, water parks, theme parks, charades, merry-go-round, race course. Obviously this comes under the super rich class people, and therefore 28% tax rate. And go-karting, casinos, ballet, sporting events like IPL, race clubs, gambling, food, drinks at AC 5-star hotels and 5-star hotels or above, accommodation, etc. All these services, see, etc. All these services come under 28% tax rate. Other rates, there are two more slabs specially designed for these two products. Rough semi-precious stones, that is diamond, it carries to 0.25% rate, because making of diamond will come under again 18%, because that includes job work, right? And ornaments carry 18% tax rate, that is different. Gold, if you purchase only gold, 3% tax rate is applicable, only gold, pure gold, and not any jewelry where any job work is not done, right? So complete list of GST structure rates are given here, right? CBIC gst.gov.in/gst goods services rates.html. So if you go to this website, you will definitely get all the goods and services at different tax rate. There is a nice table, you'll find it, right? So surcharges and cesses are also there in GST. Surcharge is extra charge, as you know, over and above the normal charges. How do you understand this surcharge? Because many students come to me and ask me, sir, what is the surcharge? We are not able to understand. See, surcharge is extra charge. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. This means extra. Like you have your name and surname. Surname is your extra name. SURNAME, right? Surname is your extra name. Similarly, surcharge is extra charge. This is how you will have to remember. And cess is, it is also an additional tax levied by the government over and above the normal tax rates. But there is one difference between surcharge and cess. Surcharge is applicable, and it is and whatever revenue out of surcharge is received to the government, it will go into the consolidated fund of India. But that does not come under, that does not happen with the cess. Cess is used for specific purposes as it is collected under the specific head. Like Swachh Bharat cess is only used for Swachh Bharat Abhiyan scheme. Okay, Krishi Kalyan cess is used for agricultural well-being only. Similarly, education cess, that is 3%, that will be used for free education of the government. This is what you will have to understand. So out of these rates, over and above these rates, surcharges and cesses are also applicable. Hope this is understood. Sir, how do you remember, you may ask me question, sir, how do we remember these many goods and these many tax rates? See, you can use a logic. There is one basic logic, and that will not work everywhere. All those goods and services which come under the basic needs, it is either 0% or 5% for middle class, and those goods and services which are little branded and little polished and little sophisticated, and those goods which are used almost every day come under either 12% or 18%, and 28% is for luxury goods. Aerated drinks is the luxury good, cigarette is the luxury good. Government, there are two logic over here. There one thing, that if you are purchasing goods for wrong cause, like cigarette is not good for health, right? It is not good, and therefore you will be charged 28%. Understanding? Similar thing goes with the services. So abatement, there is one small part of this abatement. We will consider this in the next video. Thank you.